these resources to achieve the output is your efficiency, right? So an entrepreneur should be very efficient and effective. Effective means in proper direction. He should have proper direction to achieve his goal, and he should be efficient means with a less amount of input only we should get more output, right? So that is how we should optimize the resources to get the more and more output. So all those things are the traits of an entrepreneur. So if you want to create your own career, then automatically all these skills are required. New products or services. Again, entrepreneurship means it is related to new products. So any entrepreneurial firm obviously goes for new products or services, something new. Something new is innovation. That is what we will discuss in the next one. That innovation means it should be technically feasible and economically viable. Okay, something new you have invented, but it is so costly that a common man cannot reach, or existing other products are at a particular price, let us say, but it is much beyond the existing price of remaining products. Then how your product is justifiable to come into the market and give a competition to the market? That is economically viable. It should be economically viable and it should yield profits. Suppose sales are not there after your innovation or invention, okay, then it is of no use, right? So finally you should get profits, because of which only the business gets sustained. Sustainable business if you want to maintain, then you should have a broad vision, and your product should be technically feasible and economically viable. Then you can call it as innovation, as an innovation, right? Now we'll see what is innovation. Innovation is nothing but creating new thoughts, and you are coming up with a new product or service which is economically feasible and technically viable, right? So that is innovation. Means it should yield profits. It should be economically feasible. That is the basic difference between creativity and innovation, right? So creativity means it is creating new thoughts, ideas generation is just vague, right? You are giving certain amount of money and some physical or mental work to it to deliver a product or service, then it becomes an innovation and you are getting profits out of that. So, but the starting point for innovation is creative thinking, that is coming out with new thoughts. So, can we nurture innovation in our mind? Yes, we can create an atmosphere so that everybody starts thinking new, right? Now this workshop or the innovation council, all these people are working to ignite your minds to come out with new and new thoughts on day-to-day basis. So it is like a practice, uh, just like yoga, meditation, or exercises. Okay, it comes with a practice. It becomes a habit after 21 days. So similarly, thinking, innovative thinking or creative thinking can become a habit once you try and try. Okay, so that is how you should cultivate creative thinking process in your day-to-day activities. So think differently, do differently, automatically you will start thinking innovatively, right? Think out of box or jump out of box. Unnecessarily, uh, life becomes monotonous once you are in the box only for so many years. Okay, so just think out of box and you will get an enormous amount of satisfaction and joy, right? So that is innovation. That is the motivating factor for innovation. For that, again, one more factor which contributes to innovation or creativity is cross functionality. Means if you are adding a new perspective to a particular thing, then it is also innovation, right? So giving a new perspective means you should see through a new lens. For that, you should have cross functionality. Means an electrical man working in mechanical or in other fields, or uh, an electrical person seeing commerce subject with his viewpoint. That is cross functionality or interdisciplinarity in education drives cross functionality at workplace. So that is the basic relationship. So you are a commerce student means you should not concentrate only on commerce. You should just broaden your vision and start learning ITs and other technical aspects and other things, because if you want to become an entrepreneur you should understand something about everything and everything about something. Okay, that is the key factor which defines an entrepreneur and which differentiates an entrepreneur and a normal person. Okay, we should know something about everything and everything about something. That is interdisciplinarity, that is cross functionality. You should be like a multivitamin tablet. Okay, so you should have multi skills. That is the medicine for today's problems. So you should be like a multivitamin tablet with multi skills. Then only you can attack corona, right? So corona like situations are there in career, in opportunities, or in entrepreneurship or innovation or whatever. In the external world, corona like symptoms are there, situations are there, let us say. Then you should become a multivitamin tablet to attack that. Okay, that is interdisciplinarity and cross functionality. Now I'll explain I'll give two, three my favorite examples. We all know about bird's eye view. The moment you say bird's eye, then automatically you will be reminded of Arjuna aiming at the bird's eye, right? But in management, bird's eye means it is eagle's view, top view. We should understand the holistic perspective. But here, normally, this example is given for focus on a particular thing or concentration on a particular thing. So I add a small thing to this story of Arjuna. Suppose he is focusing on the bird's eye very concentratedly, but from behind a tiger comes and eats him. Then that's why we should have an overall view as well as a pinpointed view, right? So we should have holistic view as well as a pinpointed view. We should have focus on in and around as well as on a particular thing. That is how we should master the mind. That is, our mind should be like the lens of a camera which can be zoomed to see the bird's eye clearly. Means it should be like a lens of a camera which can be zoomed to see the bird's eye very clearly, like Arjuna, and unzoomed to have the bird's eye view. Bird's eye view means eagle's view, means top view from the sky. Suppose the eagle is sitting at the sky, then it can see everything, right? So you are on the top means you can visualize everything. Okay, and if you are zooming it, then you can see the bird's eye also very clearly. That is how we should train our mind to zoom and unzoom. Be the jack of all trades and master of none was the proverb earlier. Now I have changed it to master of one. So at least we should master and we should be jack of other trades also. Means we should know something about everything and everything about something. One more important thing is turn inward and outward, just like front and rear cameras of the mobile phone. Means what? Turn inward means inside. That is SWOT analysis may strengths and weaknesses. I should know my strengths and my weaknesses. That is self-analysis. Turning inward, right? Like the front camera. In front camera, you will be seeing yourself, no? So similarly, you should see yourself, your skills are to be analyzed for finding out your strengths and weaknesses in SWOT analysis, right? Outward means external. External world can be seen through rear camera, right? You will be swapping from front to rear. So again, you swap here also. Simply, you will be seeing what is there in the external environment, what opportunities are there, what is the market situation, what skills are required, what customers are wanting, what real world problems are. So that is external. That also you should be able to see. Simply click, with a single click, inward and outward, inward and outward. You're doing with your mobile, you do with your mind also, with your analysis also. That is what you should start doing, right? Jump out of the box. That is the different perspective. Add different perspectives of looking at each and everything in life. Because that itself is the starting point of igniting your mind for innovation. Now I will explain you one more story and how my perspective was, how I added value to the existing Newton's apple story. We all know that one day Newton was sitting below an apple tree and apple had fallen. He has seen why it is not going up, why it has fallen down. Because of that reason, he could find out what gravitational pull theory, okay, of earth. Earth has gravitational force, that's why it is attracting towards the earth and it is not going up. So that is how he invented gravitational force. Now let us imagine if we are sitting under an apple tree and apple had fallen, then we would be thinking, Array, this apple would have fallen, that apple is very good and big, it would have fallen. Why this apple, raw apple has fallen? That looks very good, this looks very good, like that. Okay, or at least 2-3 apples would have fallen, then I would have eaten and I would have taken home. So many other things will come in our mind. Okay, there is no problem with that, but still you just think we are worried about the apples, right? Not the process, how it has fallen. He thought about how and why, right? We are always thinking about the results. So in Bhagavad Gita, we have Nishkam Karma, means without Falapeksha, means without worrying about the result. If you are working hard, then automatically results will fall in place. If you are behind excellence, automatically success will fall in place. It will follow you. Okay? We need not follow success. We should follow excellence. Then automatically success will follow that. So that is how we should always think on what you are doing. Being a student, you are studying. That is your job. You are unnecessarily dreaming about the job or unnecessarily dreaming about marks and all, and you're not studying. Just daydreaming won't work. Okay, so you should focus on whatever you do. That is Nishkam Karma and Falapeksha. That is what he did. Who? Newton. Without knowing about Bhagavad Gita, and even he might not be knowing about Lord Krishna and all. Still, he has followed this principle and got the benefit. But we, being told so many times about this factor, that is Nishkam Karma and Phalapeksha, but still we don't follow that. So apple, I have just brought the analogy like this. Apple, which is a fruit, obviously. So it is compared with the result in mind. If so much focus is on the result, on the apple, if you are focusing, then you won't come out with the new thought or theory, invention won't come. Invention comes when you concentrate on the process, why, how, right? So those are very important. That is falling, how it is falling, why it is falling. Those questions came in his mind. That's why he could invent gravitational force theory. So to be an innovator, to be an inventor, you should be thinking of why, who, when, how. All these are WH questions. What are those? 4W, 1H. Why, one, where, what, how. So that is how you will be analyzing each and everything with these interrogative question marks. So that is how we should analyze any aspect by interrogating why it is so, who has done this, and how it is being done, where it is going, and why it is going like this. So that is how we should analyze anything, not just by concentrating on the result, but on the process, how you are doing, how you are studying, that matters. How you have studied, that also matters. How you got the skills and how much skills you have, that matters, rather than getting the degree. Degree is the result. Okay, how you got, that matters. That will dictate your career, not the degree, not the just result. Result again, now again one more analogy has come to my mind. Result means your result and getting the degree. Okay, examination result is not so important because degree will come, but so many unemployable youth is there with so many degrees. What is the use? Because they have not concentrated on the process of getting the degree. Okay, how you have studied in your college will dictate your future, not the result of the examination, not the degree. Understood? So thank you so much. I'm open to the questions now. We will discuss